Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kyusho here, and now, before we do begin, this was an idea given to me by my friend, Blaze. Now, this idea actually did turn quite interesting, because me and him talked about it for a minute, and I do actually want to hear what a few guys do have to say about this. Now, we will start currently, right now in the first generation. Now, around this time, cursed energy started making an appearance, along with pro heroes and people beginning to gain superpowers. Now, there actually was where a lot of things happened. There was Sukuna. He became one of the biggest, if not strongest, villains to surface during the first generation. In fact, he entirely held control of Japan for about 10 to 20 years. Now, a lot of things happened in that amount of time. First of all, Sukuna cemented his hold of Japan, and his influence was felt everywhere afterwards. Crime was at zero whenever he was in control. He killed those who opposed him, and he wrote himself a bloody history. The hero who took him down, not much was known about him. However, the fact that the demon is dead did cause quite a bit of problems. Sukuna, he was promiscuous in his life, and the children he had, they carried his genes. Right now it is believed that everyone in his bloodline has the potential for this power. Now, the people who used to worship Sukuna, they constructed a shrine to him, and this is where many of these children, they had their own families. Now, the people who did all of this, who were trying to basically help the family bloodline, they believe that if Sukuna did return during their day and age, they would be spared for loyalty. And many people, yeah, some believe this to be fanatical, just gibberish. Many, though, they weren't too sure. From what people have said, that man wasn't human. Then again, well, there's All Might. Nowadays, his power is so strong, people don't consider him to be a man. Now, that is something that's very interesting to Deku. Deku, his family, they have lived in the shrine for generations. And he still does get shit just for who his descendant, well, his ancestor used to be. Now, as one of Sukuna's descendant, Deku, he has seen quite a lot of things in his life, and much of it has not been good. The shrine is believed to be cursed by Sukuna's very presence. Sukuna, he is buried here, and many believe that his spirit haunts the grounds. However, there is an issue. The basement. Anyone who's gone down there, they've been driven insane. Deku has always been told his whole life, never go down there. People who go down there, they aren't really the same way mentally. A man once went down there after getting trapped. When he came back up, he did quite a lot of things. He killed 10 people in his rampage. Ever questioned about why, he couldn't say. He felt, well, compelled to. He felt like he had to do so. And he left it at that. He got life in prison. And Deku, he's seen much more than that. Anyone who goes down into the basement, they either die, or many of them, they just get into accidents. It's not really too sure what's more likely. And Deku, he doesn't really understand. Sukuna, his ancestor, he created peace in Japan. The time he ruled was the most peaceful there was. And people, they criticize him for what he did. And just because he does hold this blood in his body, people hate him. He knows they do. The world has saw his ancestor as a monster. And by proxy, he is a monster as well. Now, Deku, yeah, he does have a lot go through his mind. And right now he actually is trying to understand the power Sukuna held. He's trying to comprehend it. Him looking at his hands. And right now, Deku, he does have his own concerns. Now, Deku, he does head to school. And right now, whenever he does arrive, many people, they do look towards him. Some give him a quick glance, and others staring at him. As Deku, whenever he does sit down, he does have a few people stare at him and give him the usual side eye. Skeptical, no trust. Nobody who would even consider you a friend or an ally. Now, Deku, he does go through the routine. Rinse and repeat over and over. He gets shit, people try to mess with him, and whenever he does try to at least defend these ideologies he does have, many people consider him to be crazy. The guy doesn't have powers. And as far as they're concerned, he is as weak as his ancestor really could have been. Hey, the guy, he held good power, but he's dead. What does that mean? His ancestor wasn't a god. Now, Deku, he does try to defend them. How else would you define what happened around then? Society was in chaos, and his ancestor brought stability and peace. The crime rate whenever he was around was non-existent, and people, they lived good lives then. But right now the world focuses on heroes, and all they ever look at is pros. Now, everybody they do think that Deku's kind of crazy, and Deku, he just might be. Now, Deku, he does get the shit kicked out of him. However, he does actually head home. He does think about a few things. He heads back to the shrine. Whenever he gets there, people, they take his bags, and they do try to get him bandaged up. And Deku, after he does sit there, he does somewhat look up. As the maid, she has him walking over with bandages in hand, asking Izuku if she can see his arm. Fine. Listen, fuck. Okay, that's a little tight. Okay, you'll be fine. Okay, I get that. But, do you think that it's wrong for what my ancestor did? Hmm? No. That was quick for an answer. Sukuna, he represented much for people. Many people, they see what he did as good for a reason. Many people, they see Sukuna as a god because he brought stability. He was much. He did not consider himself a deity, however. I'm aware of this. Yes, you should be. However, many members of your family, they do not share the same sentiment for him as you do. I'm aware. Many members of my family still fear why we're involved with him. Many members of my family, they don't understand. If they were to just listen, they would understand that what he did was bring peace. He brought peace through war. Yes, peace by any means necessary. Peace that doesn't involve paper being just spewed everywhere for hero cases, wasteful time, and inaction. He was there to stop things that go against his very ideals. I can respect him for that. He had the power to do so. I just wish I can convince people with power I had. You really do believe this? I do. Master Izuku, I should not be informing you of this, but it is a rumor amongst the staff. The basement. Yes? Many people who've come out of there have made reports of different things they've seen. Many people who come out of that room, they're not mentally well. And for good reason. I myself have been trapped in that room. The basement. Yes, People, they find themselves ensued by panic. They find themselves confronted with images, horrific things. No one truly understands why. The basement scene is dangerous for multitudes of reasons, and no one can explain all of it. It is believed that Sukuna, his presence is there. Really? Yes, in the best way of saying it. His body may lie on the grounds, but his spirit may wander. And, well, that room has been sectioned off for good reason. I know. But I can still access the room, correct? You may, but the key. Where is the key? I will go get it for you. Please do so. Now, the person has walked away, and right now Deku does somewhat think. His spirit? His spirit is on the grounds. But if that's the case, then why has he never reached out? If Sukuna can rise from the dead, what could that mean? Are people's fears justified? No, that doesn't make sense. But his ancestor. Okay. Now, Deku, he does retrieve the key, and right now, he does make his way around the grounds. Him going to walk down a long hallway. And right now, Deku, he does currently open the door and unlock it, before closing it behind him and locking it again. And right now, he does so going to turn and look to the stairs. Him walking over as he does follow the area. He does walk down a flight of stairs, long and heading deep down into the earth. As whenever he does start to walk down, let's say the 30th or 40th stair, Deku he feels strange. The entire area around him feels dark. It feels, well, it feels like danger. Now, Deku is quite surprised. And right now he actually has looked down to see that his hands, they're actually shaking. And he's alarmed. But that doesn't make sense. Is there something else down here? Now, Deku does hear a voice. Well. Him looking around. Who are you? I see. Now, Deku, he does look around and try and wander into the darkness. The voice, it's still there. It just chuckles at him. And right now, whenever he does run into something, he actually doesn't want to back away. Him looking up, as right now his vision is covered in a flash. Before he does look around. And the room, it's bright. It's well lit, and it's... Where are we? I see. So, I'm guessing that I should meet you? Why are you here? It's been a while since I've last talked to one of my own blood. Who are you? Please, don't tell me that you don't know who I am. It's quite laughable. An ill-gone mistake, if I'm to say so. Now, Deku does stare at the man, and right now it does click in his head. You're alive. Not quite. Now, Deku does watch him stand up, and begin to start walking towards him, informing him. Right now he does linger. His body is tethered here. And, well, fact of the matter is, he can't pass on. He can't really die. What? Yes, I'm trapped here. I can't leave. Now, I'm assuming you're here for something. You wanted to meet me. But then again, the better question is, exactly why did you come here? Last person who tried to talk to me, They were a little too nice for my taste. And you're young. What could you possibly have to talk to me about if you knew I was here? What? You want to know why I did things the way I did? Why I brought the world peace through my own intervention? Now, they're gonna stare at Sukuna, and right now Hida should ask him, how did he get so powerful? Really? So you're chasing power, and you thought that if I was here, I'd help? Yes. My, you have spirit. Let's see. You answered that faster than I wanted you to. And you want your power to be me. You want to try and be me. It's adorable. It's laughable, in fact. And the fact that you think that you can pull it off, it's bad. But you're not of, well, you know, the other's blood. What? What are you talking about? Let's see. You really don't understand. Many people called me a monster. Why was that? Because you were a villain? No. Many people don't understand cursed energy. In fact, many people use it. I'm sure even you have. I haven't. You have not used that ability, and yet you want to be me. I don't want to be you. Hmm? I want to be better. I want to show people exactly what's wrong. Your name has been forgotten. People laugh at you. Fact of the matter is, our family, we have been looked at, and people, they hate us. We're seen as monsters because of you. And guess what? The monster died. People laugh at you. People will forget you. They already have. Can't you see that? I'm here to talk. I heard a rumor that you might be here. And the fact is, looking at you now, coming here was a mistake. If I can't be similar, at least, show people what we were, have the power to do so, then what do you think I should do? Hmm? If I can't show people our name is not to be laughed at or forgotten, then what could you do for me? What could you teach me? My, someone with a fucking backbone. Isn't this a nice change of pace? Well, it's quite interesting. Ah, so refreshing. Now, firstly, do not piss me off like that again. Secondly, I will tell you everything you want to know. Question is, do you really wish to learn it? Go so far, you may not be human anymore. Who cares? If it means that power comes back to us, so be it. Now, let's begin. Now, Deku, he does try to learn from Sukuna. Right now, he does need to learn, firstly, about cursed energy, and exactly how to tap into that dormant pile of reserves his body has. Now, Deku, he does try to learn more about Sukuna. He learns about the past. He learns about this hero. And right now, Deku does learn that there are people who do hunt down curses. And trying to be like Sukuna, be like his ancestor, it might be troublesome. But Deku, he's given an objective and a goal. And right now, he smiles. For right now, he needs to hunt down a certain cursed object. He needs to learn how to harness its power. He needs to be able to make it part of his arsenal. And right now, he needs to cause a bit of havoc. Let people fear him. If they fear him, he'll just grow stronger, grow more powerful. And hey, maybe he can go higher. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next mini shot.